very difficult deep tonsil stone removal. Tonsil stones, also known as tonsilloliths, square measure caused by associate degree accumulation of sulfur-producing microorganism, fungus, dead cells, food detritus, and mucous secretion that collect within the little pockets, crevices, crypts, dotting the surface of the tonsils. If you have got allergies, sinus problems, or ear infections, the associated fluid will drain into your tonsils, making a buildup. Treating these health issues will facilitate, alleviate, or cut back the quantity of tonsilla stones. If tonsilla stones don't cause any symptoms, they'll be left alone and eventually will break down on their own. Tonsil stones will be removed. Mistreatment home remedies, however larger ones might need the eye of a medical skilled. A key element of combating tonsilla stones is activity. The microorganism and detritus that cause tonsilla stones square measure effectively reduced once subjected to decent levels of atomic number 8. Simple home remedies. Coughing, although an easy answer, tonsilla stones will typically be dislodged with a couple of robust coughs. For supplementary force, push the basis of your tongue up and forward, as if you are attempting to squeeze your tonsils. Tonsilla stones smell foul, therefore keep in mind to cough into a tissue paper and discard this in real time. Cotton swabs. If you don't mind reaching into the back of your mouth, try using a soft cotton swab to gently wipe tonsil stones off of the tonsils. There is a risk of gagging or injuring sensitive tissue, so extra care needs to be taken. Hydrogen peroxide, when diluted with water, this makes an effective gargling solution. The white particles can sometimes indicate an infection, and hydrogen peroxide works by purifying the mouth and tonsils. Hydrogen peroxide is not intended for consumption and can be harmful when ingested, so care has to be taken to not swallow any of the solution. Mouthwash. A real rinse. Gargling helps to break up the phlegm that settles in the back of the throat. Thorough rinses are effective at preventing tonsil stones and bad breath, halitosis. They are all natural and do not contain any ingredients that can exacerbate this problem. Whatever mouthwash you choose, make sure it does not contain alcohol, because this will dry out your mouth and encourage the proliferation of anaerobic bacteria. Oral irrigator. Irrigating the rear of the throat is another methodology for removing palatine tonsil stones. This conjointly cleans tonsil vertical bar palatine tonsil vertical bar fascial tonsil vertical bar tonsilla vertical bar lymphatic tissue vertical bar lymphoid tissue, crevices, and should facilitate forestall future formations of tonsil stones. However, the spray of water from associate to oral irrigator ought to be unbroken low so as to minimize the prospect of more irritating inflamed tonsils. Exploitation associate irrigator that connects to the sink is usually recommended since the water aerosol bomb be adjusted by control the tap. Physical activity, running, active yoga, or taking part in the other quite regular physical activity helps liquid body substance fluid move additional freely through the body. Head and neck exercises and active kundalini yoga are thought to be particularly useful. Food and dietary intake. Mineral deposits, such as calcium, in the mouth can become excessive and create an overabundance of tonsil stones. Modifying your diet may help reduce tonsil stones. The most common approach is to switch to a vegetarian or raw food diet that contains live and active enzymes. Since changing your diet overnight is impractical, slowly modify the foods you eat, limiting consumption of starchy foods and red meat. Probiotics contain good bacteria that help neutralize the bad bacteria responsible for tonsil stones and bad breath. Good sources of probiotics include sauerkraut, tempeh, and pickles. Limit dairy products in your diet because these foods are rich in the protein anaerobic bacteria thrive on. These changes may result in the added benefit of a reduction in phlegm and improved overall health. Natural blood purifiers in pills or drops. When your body is fighting an infection, it tries eliminating it as quickly as possible, and one way is through tonsil stones. Purifying the blood may help improve overall health, thereby reducing the number of tonsil stones. These are available from local health food stores or online. Medical procedures. As an increasing number of tonsil stones form, they create large craters in the tonsils. This is the body's natural way of trying to eliminate them from the body. After a period of time, the craters continue to grow in size. A medical procedure called laser cryptolysis helps close the craters. Tonsil stones are not considered a health emergency unless your tonsils are swollen and you have tonsillitis. As such, laser cryptolysis is generally considered elective surgery, so may not be covered by health insurance. Larger tonsil stones are typically more solid and may require the attention of a medical professional. A dentist or oral surgeon can typically excise them with a gouge-like tool while the patient is anesthetized with a local numbing agent. Tonsil removal, tonsillectomy. The most drastic method for combating tonsil stones is to surgically excise the tonsils. The adenoids are generally also removed during a tonsillectomy due to their close proximity to the tonsils. The tonsils and adenoids play a role in immunological health, therefore their removal is only recommended when the patient experiences frequent bouts of infections or tonsillitis. While children have tonsils removed without complications, tonsillectomy risks increase in adults. Most doctors discourage tonsil removal in adults who have frequent tonsillitis or infections, preferring to prescribe antibiotics.